So I just got back from school, and this is the absolute state that my desk is in. I haven't touched it, nothing's been moved or anything. You can see over here my feeble attempt to organize everything. Magnets, ball bearings, alligator clips, some other hardware parts over here. And then tools all shoved into this one sort of catch-all tray here. I've got a stacked one with my money and some miscellaneous prints that I'm not using. And then at the back, we've got a skiddies board with one container that has a benchy and some other random things, and a hammer. So safe to say, this isn't very clean. But this is Gridfinity, and I'm thinking wipe everything off this top shelf here, well not top shelf, middle shelf, and just fill it up with Gridfinity. Have all my bins here so I can store all these hardware parts that are strewn across my desk, so I have more room to do my projects. Now, I don't see any better way to start off this video than by starting with a cleaning montage of all my desk and all the shelves. Okay, so at first glance, looks like I've cleaned it. But if you look down here, you can see all I've done is just relocate the mess. That's not what we're going to do. When we're done, everything will have its own spot, including this box, which is full of printed parts. I'm using it since, well, the one I've already got up here is a bit full. So, our first task, find something, put all our projects that we don't use anymore. Okay, so I found this big tub here, which I can use to store my prints in. It's should be big enough, it's like 5 times bigger than what I was using before, so let's fill it up. Okay, so while past me fills up the tub in the background, I wanted to go over just sort of a game plan, what I plan on doing for this project. I think I'm gonna have the whole shelf filled up with base plates with little color-coded sections for each. I'm gonna have one for fasteners like screws, nuts, bolts, heat set inserts, one for electronics, all my connectors, sort of circuit boards and everything, and one just for general hardware parts. And I think I'm gonna have a section for tools. I still haven't quite decided on that yet. And I think I'm gonna have a section for printer hardware, replacement parts if I get time, which I'm still not sure about either. So I guess we'll just have to finish the video to find that out. Okay, so now everything's out, and that still hasn't really even affected what's going on here. But what it does mean is that the top looks a bit nicer, and I now have a place forever, well, not forever because it's already getting quite full, that I can put all of my prints. I do have another box here too, which I'm probably gonna put with the other one. And now I guess it's just to make a start on all this and start making some Gridfinity base plates to go along here. Okay, so I figured out a problem because this is my printer, and even though it does run decently quiet, I'm not going to be able to have it running while I'm filming because of the background noise, because I film and make everything in my room. So I guess this project is going to take a bit longer than I thought, but I've got the plate glued up, and I guess we can just start some prints. Okay, so now that this shelf and the rest of them are semi-clean, I think we should get some base plates in there. Okay, now, last step, to get some Gridfinity bins on here. I think I'm gonna take some of these out and put up here, just to start off with. But definitely going to be doing a lot of printing. The first 4 bins done. Let's get them on the base plate. Okay, now we've got the first set of bins in place. Screws, some alligator clips, crotch charms, rubber bands, just some little tubes, NFC tags, and this little thing here holding my nozzles for my printer. End of day 3 now, a little progress update. We got all the blue bins here for our general hardware parts. Got some gears, pins, NFC tags, magnets and stuff. Purple, we have our electronics. We got some little connectors, alligator clips, just random little PCBs and parts and stuff. And then red is for our fasteners and screws, heat threaded inserts, nuts, bolts, washers. I don't have any, but I've left a lot of room for expansion. I reckon I'm gonna have another part here, which is gonna be green, which will maybe be for tools. And then one last part, which will be yellow, which will be for printer stuff, like extra spare parts and just anything else relating to the printer. Okay, so as you can see, I've got all the bins filled out with their respective parts and colors, all the way to the back. Now I have left quite a lot of room for expansion in the future, because I feel like I'm definitely going to want more bins eventually. And some closing thoughts. I definitely feel like if I were to do this again, I would want a second printer, because while my one is pretty fast, I feel like it did still take like 6 or 7 days, almost a full week to get it done. And this is only my second video ever. I've tried to do it better on the editing this time, but I am definitely open to any feedback in the comments. But like, subscribe. I've got another video hopefully planned for next week, so stay tuned.